If you keep saying maybe later to the life you want, later has a way of never showing up. Cruel, but true. You know, some people wake up at 60 and realize they paid off a house they never had time to live in. All right, there's a quiet moment when you realize you've been working for your house longer than your house has ever worked for you.
Yep.
Before we even walk inside, I want to pause right here, because this story isn't really about a house.
Yeah, it never was.
You built a tiny house on wheels, not to downsize, not to follow a trend. So for what?
Just to change the direction of my life. I built it so I could finally pursue what mattered to me. Travel, journalism, freedom, all packed into one decision.
Wow, amazing, girl.
Thank you. You know, I wanted a life where my home supported my dreams, not the other way around.
That line hits hard because most people feel like they're working for their house.
Yes, I used to feel that way too, and I didn't want that anymore.
So you downsized, changed everything, and shared the whole journey publicly.
I did. Because the tiny house movement, to me, it's not about square footage.
It's about permission.
Yes, permission to design a life that actually fits you.
All right, let's step inside because this house, it's doing some serious work. Are you ready? Excuse me. What's your name?
Hi folks, my name is Jenna Buzzard, and I built a tiny house on wheels so I could pursue my passion for travel and journalism.
That sentence alone already feels like a fork in the road. Most people say, one day, you actually moved.
I had this feeling that if I didn't change something, I'd keep postponing the life I wanted. So I downsized, changed my life, and decided to pursue my passions. I started a website called Tiny House Giant Journey. It's where I share how I downsized and why. Not to convince people, just to show what was possible.
Yo, because the tiny house movement means very different things to different people.
Exactly. For me, it's a dream fulfillment movement. It's not about square footage. It's about working toward whatever dream or passion you have.
Wow, that's interesting. Because a lot of people hear tiny house and think sacrifice or restriction.
You know, I think of it the opposite way. I like to say I don't work for my house works for me.
That line lands hard. Because most people listening, they know what it feels like to work for their house.
Right. My tiny house facilitates my lifestyle. It supports what I want in my life. It's not a burden, and a lot of houses are burdens.
So the goal wasn't to build something impressive.
No, the goal was to build something that makes my life better, whatever better means for me.
And that's where the shift happens. Because this isn't about trends, it's about alignment, right?
Exactly. A tiny house should change your life in a positive way. It should help you reach your dreams, facilitate your passions, support you instead of controlling you.
So before we even step inside, this house already has a job.
It does, and it takes that job seriously.
All right, now I'm ready. All right, first impression? It doesn't feel like what people imagine when they hear tiny.
Yeah. This house is about 165 square feet if you include the loft, about 135 on the ground floor.
And this wasn't designed to sit still.
Nah, mate, it was designed as a travel tiny house and an off-grid tiny house.
Which already changes a lot of decisions.
It does. Every appliance choice mattered. Weight mattered. Flexibility mattered.
I'm guessing that's where this comes in. The wood stove.
Yep. I chose a wood stove because I knew I'd be parking in cold climates. I spent 9 months in the mountains in Colorado.
9 months? Wow, unbelievable. That's not a weekend experiment.
No, and this stove really came in handy. It's lightweight, stainless steel, and honestly, it looks really cool.
It does. And there's something emotional about fire indoors.
When you have a fire inside a tiny house, it feels like a cabin, not an RV.
That distinction matters more than people realize.
It really does.
Now this right here, I almost missed it.
Most people do. That's my storage staircase.
Oh wait, so this is the staircase.
Yes, but it's also my pantry and my closet.
That's sneaky, huh?
People don't notice it's a staircase until they see the handrail. It's kind of hidden.
And these are crates?
Old, reclaimed crates. I reinforced them, added drawers, baskets, different storage solutions.
So nothing here is accidental?
Not really. Whenever I find something that fits the style I'm going for, I'll buy it. Then I see if it fits in one of these spaces.
Even food is visible.
Yeah, I like old mason jars, pickle jars. I think showing food can be beautiful.
Yo, that's a very different relationship with stuff.
It is. Everything here is a little rustic, farmhouse, countryside.
You know, as I feel, it matches the outside. Perfect.
The outside has barn siding, so I wanted that feeling to continue inside.
But it's also bright.
Ah, that was important to me. I painted the wood white to bring contrast to the reclaimed materials.
So rustic, but not heavy.
Exactly. A lot of the exposed wood is from another barn in California. There are reclaimed items everywhere.
Even these doors.
Those were actually brand new. I aged them on purpose so they'd fit the aesthetic.
You wanted everything to belong.
Yeah, nothing here is just filling space.
Cool. I love it. All right. This part always gets people. Closets.
Yeah, this is my closet.
That's it?
That's it. All my clothes fit in this crate.
I can already hear people listening right now saying, no way.
Especially women. When they come in here, they think it's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking it too.
I care about every clothing item that I own. That makes it easier to have fewer things.
So it's not about sacrifice, it's about intention.
A big yes.
So, was there anything you missed after downsizing?
Yeah, I missed having a TV.
Ah, that one hurts a little, huh?
Oh my God. Actually, originally I worked in the film industry. I really appreciate cinema and television.
So giving that up wasn't realistic.
No. So I found the lightest weight big screen TV I could find.
Let me guess, there's a twist.
A projector and a projector screen.
Oh, wow, that's smart. Really smart. Cool girl.
I watch movies in here a lot. A lot of Netflix, haha.
And it doesn't live here full time.
No, it's on hooks, it's lightweight.
Meaning,
I can put it outside, do outdoor movie night, invite friends over.
that changes the feeling completely.
It does. It turns the house outward.
All right, let's talk kitchen. Because this doesn't look tiny,
The kitchen was really important to me. I wanted a lot of counter space,
even in a tiny house.
especially in a tiny house.
These countertops look heavy.
They're alligator juniper wood slabs. They look heavy, but they're hollowed out underneath.
To save weight.
Exactly. Same with the backsplash.
What's under here?
Storage, food, pots, pans, and my water tank.
Everything's stacked with purpose.
The whole house is built for flexibility, especially for off-grid parking.
More reclaimed storage.
Another crate. This one holds my spices.
And the appliances?
3-burner propane stove, a 3-way refrigerator.
Meaning,
It can run off-grid, just propane or electricity when I'm plugged in at an RV park.
that kind of freedom, that's not small.
No, it's not.
All right, let's talk about the bathroom. Because this is usually where tiny houses lose people.
Totally fair.
Yo, be honest with me. What did you have to give up here?
Space, not function.
That's a bold claim, huh?
This is a composting toilet.
There it is. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, people always pause when they hear that.
Because everyone immediately imagines something gross. You know,
Which is funny because it doesn't smell at all.
you're saying that calmly. Like you've had to defend this before.
Many times. But honestly, it's cleaner than most traditional toilets I've used.
That's not the selling point people expect.
I know.
What about the shower? Because that actually matters.
Full-size shower, propane water heater,
So, hot water.
real hot water.
How long can you stay off grid like this?
Oh, well, it depends. Water usage is the biggest factor.
Meaning this lifestyle still asks you to pay attention.
Sure, you can't be careless.
That's probably the part people don't see on Instagram.
Yeah, living tiny makes you aware of everything you use.
And sometimes that awareness can feel heavy.
At first, yes, but eventually it feels grounding.
Like you're back in control.
Like I'm not wasting my life on autopilot.
That's a strong statement.
It took me a long time to get there.
And a lot of people listening right now are probably right at that edge,
Yeah, I was there too.
standing between comfort and something unknown.
And wondering which one actually costs more.
All right, this is the part people don't always say out loud.
Which part?
The work part.
Yeah, that's the real reason.
You didn't build a tiny house just because it looked cute.
No, I built it because I was tired.
Tired how?
Tired of planning my life around a job I didn't love anymore.
That hits.
I kept thinking, is this really how I want to spend my 60s?
That question alone is dangerous. I mean, many nights after getting home from work and sitting down to edit videos, I find myself having thoughts like this too.
It is. Because once you ask it, you can't unhear it.
So the tiny house wasn't the dream,
Freedom was.
and the house was the tool.
Exactly.
Let's be real though, did you worry you were giving something up?
Wow, of course. Status, space, what people expect retirement to look like.
The "you deserve better than this" voice.
Yes, that voice is loud.
Yeah, especially in America.
Especially when you're older and everyone thinks bigger means safer.
But smaller made you feel
Lighter, less pressure, less fear about money.
you weren't chasing early retirement.
I was chasing calm.
That's different.
Very.
So what did it change day to day?
I don't wake up stressed anymore. I don't count sick days. I don't dread Mondays.
That sounds like retirement, even if you're still working. I think a lot of people watching right now have this same dream too.
Exactly. I work because I want to, not because I'm trapped.
That might be the most expensive thing people never calculate.
Time and peace of mind.
And this house bought you both.
For $55,000. Yes,
That number alone is going to mess with people
it messed with me too.
because it proves something uncomfortable.
That freedom isn't always about earning more.
Sometimes it's about needing less.
And finally admitting that to yourself.
Okay, girl, thank you for sharing.
This is my vanity. I actually waited almost a year before adding it.
Oh, why the wait?
I didn't want to rush into filling space just because it was empty.
So it wasn't about aesthetics.
No, it was about routine, having a place to slow down in the morning.
That's underrated.
Very. Good lighting, a mirror, 5 quiet minutes before the day starts.
Some people would say that's a luxury.
Maybe, but I gave up a lot of other luxuries for it.
Nice, fair trade. Now, you mentioned yoga earlier. Be honest, does that really work in here?
Not every pose, and not every day.
So,
Some days it's just stretching. Some days it's just sitting on the floor and breathing.
but the space allows it.
If I move the furniture, yes. If I don't, then no.
That's refreshingly honest.
Tiny living forces you to be realistic. You adapt instead of pretending.
Now, this part surprised me the most.
The skylight?
You can actually open it all the way.
All the way.
So this isn't just for light.
No, it's an exit in case of fire, and an entrance to the night sky.
You actually climb out?
Sometimes. Blanket, warm drink, stars.
Wow, cool. I really want to experience that.
It feels like freedom. The fresh air, the sky.
The kind you forget exists when you're always indoors.
Yup, no screens, no noise.
Just perspective. Would you give any of this up now?
Honestly, no.
Even with the compromises?
Especially because of them.
So, looking back now,
Yeah?
was there a moment you almost didn't do it?
Oh, absolutely. More than one.
What stopped you?
Fear. Not the house, not the money. Fear of being judged.
That's real.
People ask, why would you downsize now? Why not just wait it out?
Wait, for what?
Exactly.
You didn't want to wait for permission.
I didn't want to wait for my life to start.
That line, wow.
I realized something. No one was coming to tell me it was okay to choose myself.
So you gave yourself that permission.
Yes, and that was the hardest part.
Not the move, not the tiny house.
No, letting go of who I thought I should be.
What surprised you most after moving in?
How little I missed and how much lighter I felt.
Less space, but more life.
More mornings without rushing, more walks, more conversations, more laughter.
That's not what people picture when they hear tiny house.
Because they're picturing loss, I found gain.
If someone watching is on the fence right now,
I'd say this, you don't need a tiny house, you need honesty.
with yourself,
Just ask, is the life I'm working so hard for actually the life I want?
and if the answer is no,
Then something has to change. It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be yours.
this wasn't about stopping work
It was about stopping a life I didn't want anymore.
and starting one that fits.
Exactly.
So this tiny house,
It gave me my time back, my calm back, my future back.
That's a powerful trade.
I'd make it again, every time.
Thank you for sharing this.
Thank you for listening.
All right, thanks for watching.
If this story made you pause, maybe that's your sign.
Don't forget to check out more inspiring tiny house stories. And again, don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Take it easy, guys.